What is up guys, Maze here and I'm back on the mic with another video. Now today we'll be going over the top 5 best weapons to use right now in Call of Duty Vanguard. So I'll make this video quick as possible, not to waste any of you guys time, but if you guys do want to show support on the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. If you can get 10 likes on today's video, that would be insane. If you guys are new channel as well, definitely do hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss a single upload on the channel. If you guys do want to be part of the Maze community as well, definitely do join that Discord. I have a great community in there and we're trying to get a lot of new members, so the link is in the description. Definitely do check that out. Now I will be showing you the top 5 weapons to use right now in Vanguard. A lot of new things have been changed and a lot of new weapons have been patched, nerfed, all of that, so I do want to give you guys the best top 5 weapons to use right now. Now the first weapon I want to show you guys is the SCG. It has been one of my favorite weapons to use right now in Vanguard. I've been using the weapon a lot and it's so overpowered, man. I actually did make a setup on this, I think on the last video, if you did not check that out already, but this is right now the best setup to use right now for the SCG. Now the first thing I did use here is the F8 stabilizer, just so we can get a +2 in the accuracy and the +1 in the range. We are getting a 7.4% increase in the range, as well as a 7.1% boost in the horizontal. So overall, this is a very good attachment to use for the muzzle. Now for the barrel, this is always a go-to for the SCG. You always want to be using the 760, just because you are going to be able to be more accurate with this gun. You're also going to get a reduced scope sway and your damage range is going to increase by like a lot. And the best thing about this barrel is that you are getting a 47% control for the horizontal, which is very nice. You are getting absolutely no recoil with this barrel on. Now for the optic, I like to use a NVIDIA. I think this is a really good optic. I also like the slate reflector, so right now this is just personal preference, whatever you want to use, but honestly you could use a slate reflector if you do use it for the other guns in your setup. For the stock, I am using the weighted, just because you're getting a lot of boost for the vertical, horizontal, idle sway, and the flinch resistance. So this is a very overpowered stock to use. No recoil whatsoever on this weapon, more accuracy you are getting on this, as well as an insane boost on the aiming stability. Efficiency, I like to use vital, just so you can get increased area for the critical hits. You never know when an enemy can be one shot, so it's always nice to have vital on. You are going to be able to kill enemies very quickly. For the kit, I'm using the fully loaded. It's always best to start off with the max starting ammo. I think that is very overpowered, and I like having this on just so we don't run out of ammo in any type of gunfight or situation. For the rear grip, I like to use stipple grip tape, just so we can get more recoil control for this weapon. This gun has absolutely no recoil already, so you are going to be getting no recoil with this stipple grip tape on. Magazine, I like to use the 30-round short mags, because as you guys can see, we're getting a 41% boost in the damage, 16% in the damage range. Overall, this is a very good magazine to use, and we're also getting an increase in the penetration, so you know, we can shoot through walls, whatever. So it's very nice. You are going to be killing enemies very quickly, since you are getting an insane boost in damage already. Now for the ammo type, I like to use lengthen, so we can get a very nice boost in the velocity. We can just pretty much make sure that all of your shots are going to be hitting the target, so any type of range possible, this gun will shred. Lastly, we are going to be using M3 ready grip. This gun has a lot of attachments to help with the recoil, so it's very nice to have you know, an ADS attachment right here. So the M3 ready grip is perfect for this, just so we get literally the entire boost is going to be on the ADS, walking speed, sprint to fire time, and the ADS time. So it's very nice. Try this attachment on. So that's pretty much it for the SCG class. You are going to be using the perks for Fortified, Precision Vision, and the Scavenger. The second best setup right now in Vanguard is the MP40. This is the most broken, most overpowered MP40 setup you will see right now. Let's get straight to it. First attachment we'll be using right here is going to be the recoil booster, so we can get a +2 in the fire rate. Why not, man? Why not have already like an overpowered setup right here with like the MP40 and add even more fire rate to it? So it's very nice. Try this one out. For the barrel, we are going to be using the Crosslink 221, just so we can get an increased sprint to fire time by 11%. We're getting an increase in the ADS time by 20%, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Even though we are getting some cons such as the recoil, we are going to be fixing that in the other attachments. Now for the optic, I like to use the iron sight that actually does come with, so we are going to be using the Crosslink ISO 2M, because as you guys see, man, the iron sights is very clean on this. I'm very accurate with this, and right now I think this is the best optic you use for the MP40. Stock, I am going to be using the folding, because we are getting an even more increase in sprint to fire time by 11.3%. So right now, I mean, this is really just the fastest killing MP40 setup that you are going to have in this game. The proficiency, I'm going to be using brace, so we are going to be getting a +1 boost in the initial accuracy and recoil. For the kit, I'm using fully loaded, so we can have the max starting ammo. I think this is very important, so you absolutely don't lose out on any type of gunfight. For the rear grip, we are going to be adding on more ADS time, so we are going to be getting sprint to fire time by 6% again for a boost, and we are going to increase ADS time by 4.1%. So I highly do recommend put the fabric on. It is very nice to have on. The magazine, I am using a 32 round Gorenko, and the reason why I'm using this, basically we are getting an increase in the recoil control. I have a lot of attachments that's going to help with the ADS time, but I do also want to help with the recoil, so this is going to help a lot. We are getting a +2% in the movement speed and a +6 in the ADS time again, as well as getting a lot of the recoil control as much as possible. Now for the ammo type, I am going to be using hollow point. I think in a previous update they did actually buff this, so you are getting increased limb damage. So additionally, you're just pretty much getting more damage on this weapon just by having hollow point on. Underbarrel, I like to use the M1941 hand stop, so we can get a +1 in the recoil and +1 in the accuracy. If we go down to the details, we are getting a 4.8% for both horizontal and vertical recoil control. So overall, the setup is absolutely broken. We are getting a quick, fast killing weapon as well as a high recoil control weapon as well. Now the next best setup that I really do recommend is the Welgun. Right now, after the update, when they did actually add this for the season, this gun is this gun absolutely shreds. Now the first thing I did actually put on is going to be the recoil booster, just so we can get a +2 in the fire rate. So I think it's very helpful just get an increased fire rate on this gun. This gun already has a quick fire rate, so increasing it will be leading you to even more kills using this weapon. For the barrel, I am using the Hawkinson. You are getting a bit decrease in the damage, but you are getting a nice boost in the damage range, so I think this is very nice. And when you are shooting enemies long range, it's going to help a lot because of course right there it says less damage fall off at longer ranges, and you are also getting an increased limb damage. So it's sort of like the hollow point ammo type that you are going to be using in this game, but it's just pretty much into a barrel. Optic, I am going to be using a slit reflector just because I'm really accurate using this optic. I could be also using the Monaco reflector, or I could be using like the NIDAR, but I really do recommend try out the slit reflector. It's a very nice sight that you can have on, and I'm very accurate with this. For the stock, I am using the 43M pack just so we can get a boost in the horizontal and the ADS speed. The horizontal I really do recommend just because if you are shooting enemies longer ranges, you do want to have a lot of control for the horizontal because your stick could be moving a lot left to right. So it's always best to have increased horizontal recoil control for the Welgun. For the proficiency, you can use fleet just because you are getting a boost in the movement speed. For the kit, I am using fully loaded. Of course, you want to have this on just so you can have the max starting ammo when you do start the match. For the rear grip, I like to use fabric grip just so you can get a boost in the ADS time. We're getting a 5.4% for the sprint to fire and a 4% boost in the ADS time. For the magazine, I highly recommend use the 48 round mags. We're getting an 88% in the vital damage and a 37% boost in the damage, which is seriously overpowered. Ammo type for this gun, I am using the lengthen just so you can get a boost in the bullet velocity. This gun is not the best like longer ranges, so I do want to help that out by increasing the bullet velocity on this weapon. For the underbarrel, I'm using the M1941 hand stop so you can get a boost in the recoil control and a +1 in the accuracy. So I think that's really nice. You are getting 4.8% both of these stats. So that's pretty much it for the Welgun setup. This is the best Welgun setup that you can have on right now in this game. I highly do recommend try this setup out. The fourth best setup right now in Vanguard is going to be the M1928. This is pretty much just like the Thompson. It is a very fast killing setup that you can have on. I seriously guarantee you will drop a V2 rocket in any of the setups I will be giving you in this video. For the muzzle, we are going to be using the F8 stabilizer, so we're getting a +2 in the accuracy and a +1 in the range, so I think that's really nice. You are getting a 7.1% boost in the recoil for the horizontal, and you are getting a nice 10% boost in the damage range. The barrel, I'm going to be using the CGC12 cooling, so we can be really accurate with this barrel on. We are also getting reduced scope sway and gun buff. For the optic, I like to use the slate reflector. I like to use the slate reflector on this game. For the Thompson specifically, I feel like I'm very accurate having the slate reflector on. But again, this is just personal preference. Whatever you want to have on for the optic, that's up to you. I like to have on the slate reflector. For the stock, I like to use a CGC adjustable, so you can get a +2 in the sprint to fire time, getting a 2% for the movement and 8.7% for the sprint to fire time, so you are getting a lot of kills with the stock attachment on. For efficiency, I like to use sleight of hand. This gun has a very slow reload time, so if you do put on this proficiency, you are going to be reloading much faster, much quickly, and more efficiently. For the kit, I like to use quick just so you can get really fast on the map. I like to sprint around, and having this Thompson on, you can get around corners pretty quickly. and even push through and get to the enemy spawn. For the rear grip, I like to use Pine Tar so we can get a +2 in the recoil control and +1 in the hipfire accuracy. You do go down to the stats, you actually do get a boost, and a very nice boost for both of them. You get a nice boost for the vertical and horizontal, 9.3% and a 2.5%. The magazine, I like to use a 100-round drum so we can almost never run out of ammo. You are going to be always shooting the enemy, always getting a lot of kills, and you can easily get streak up with having a lot of ammo, so you don't have to reload like all the time. For the ammo type, I like to use the incendiary just because you are getting a boost for the fire damage, so I think that's pretty nice. Lastly, we're going to be using the Carver foregrip just so we can get a +2 in the recoil control and again a +1 in the hip fire. Again, we are also getting another boost for the horizontal and vertical, the 9.3% and a 2.5% for the horizontal. So that's pretty much it for the M1928. It's a very nice setup to use. Like the Thompson, feel like using this gun, this is really the best setup that I highly do recommend to try out right now. The last setup we're going to be using here is going to be the Cooper Carbine. It's absolutely broken setup, and I highly do recommend you try this setup out that I'm about to tell you. For the muzzle, I will be using the F8 stabilizer. We're getting a +2 in the accuracy and +1 in the damage range, so I think that's very nice for the Cooper Carbine. For the barrel, I like to use a 22 Cooper Custom, so we're going to be very accurate and controllable with the barrel on. We are getting a boost in the fire rate, which is literally cracked out. I mean, this gun already shoots pretty quickly, so we are getting already a boost in the fire rate. The most important thing for the barrel is actually we're getting a 51% boost in the horizontal recoil, so if you are shooting enemies at longer ranges, this gun is not going to be moving at all. Optic, I like to use a slit reflector. I feel like this is really my favorite optic to use in this game, pretty much just for a lot of my weapons. I don't miss my shots with this. It's so nice to have on. Try it out. I'm sure you guys probably do use a slit reflector, but if you haven't, definitely do try this out. For the stock, I like to use a Cooper 45 RS, so we're getting a boost in the initial accuracy and recoil, +1 in the ADS and a +1 in the recoil recovery. For the proficiency, I like to use Vital, so you're getting a boost in the critical hits. This is super important because you never know when your gun can actually shoot one shot in any of the enemies. The kit, I like to use fully loaded, so we can always start off with the max starting ammo. Without this, you are going to be reloading a lot, and there's a high chance you will be running out of ammo whenever you are in your game. For the rear grip, I like to use the fabric just so we can have a boost in the sprint to fire and the ADS time. We're getting 3.6% for both of these attachments right here. The magazine, I like to use the 30-45 round mags because we're getting a boost in the damage and the effective damage range by 36%, which is absolutely insane. You're going to be killing enemies so quickly with this on. You are also getting a boost in the bullet velocity by 20%. For the ammo type, I like to use lengthen, so we are getting an even more boost with the bullet velocity. Another 30% you are going to get for the Cooper Carbine. Lastly, we are going to be using the Mark VI Skeletal, so we can get a boost in the ADS speed. I hope you guys enjoyed the top 5 best weapon series right now in Vanguard. These are absolutely the most broken weapons that I highly do recommend you try out. But if you did enjoy the video, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and definitely do share this video with all of your friends, whoever wants like the best setups to use right now in Vanguard. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.